Kia ora, hello, welcome to everyone to our stream on this Friday night. Great to have you all here. Big shout out to Marcus the Sim Farmer, first on our horizontal stream, and KK Great Vids, welcome in on our vertical stream, first to be in the comments on that one. Thank you to everyone else that is here as well. Hope you are all having a great Friday. So after we left off last night, I went down to the local pub and spoke to Rusty, and we've picked up a couple of contracts. And interestingly, while I was there, a retired farmer came up to me and said he'd been noticing the work that was going on around the yard, and he's actually offered to help out. We give him a bit of extra and his retirement, and he'll be happy. So he's just casual, but he told us that we need to start work fairly early. So that's what we'll be doing, I guess. Being a farmer, he's used to early starts. James Perry, welcome in. Thank you for joining. So we'll just do a quick inspection on this. And everything's okay, fine. Now I'm just going to pull out the cultivator. So we've got a cultivating job, big cultivating job. So Ewan's the name of the retired farmer. He's nice guy. And yeah, he said he'd be happy to help out as long as he doesn't have to hop in and out of the tractor too often. He says it's getting a bit hard to do that, but he'd be more than happy to sit in the tractor for quite a while. So we managed to find a fairly good job come up in the pub. One of the other farmers said they had a field they needed cultivated, and Ewan said he'd be happy to be in the tractor for that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get him set up with that, and then we've got a couple of spraying contracts to do. And KK Great Vids not having a good day today, or should I say last night. Sorry to hear that, KK. Yeah, I did have a quick look at your message before, and yeah, I was sorry to read that. Alright, so we've maintained this one, so we don't need to check it. We don't need to do the inspection. So, mod-wise, there was some fantastic new mods came out. One I was actually quite excited about was the mod where if you leave your equipment outside of a shed, it will actually suffer a bit of damage and get dirty. I thought that was going to be a really good one. So I've actually got that installed and it's working at the moment. The other mod was I can't remember the name of it, Realistic Store or Advanced Store. So I installed it, and the idea is you don't get your equipment straight away. If you order the equipment, you have to wait for it to arrive, which I thought was going to be quite good. The only downside is that you can't access the store unless you're actually at the store, which I can see why they're doing that, but to me, you know, I'd like to be able to think that I can just call up the local dealer and say, hey, look, I'm after this. What do you got? And the other downside of it is that you can't access the other build items in the purchase menu. You know, you bring up the purchase menu, you can build sheds, you can build that sort of thing. And the advanced vehicle damage advanced vehicle damage actually relies on being able to use the door to check things out. So yeah, I'll show you what I mean when we get up to the field. No, sorry KK Great Vids, I haven't seen your YouTube short, I just saw your comment. Yeah, so we've got a couple of fields to fertilise as well, so we'll finally be able to use our sprayer. Wasdale Timelapse, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope things are going well for you on this Friday morning in the UK. Hey, Flash Gaming NZ. Welcome in. Kia ora. Okay, so what we will do is we'll get Ewan started on this. So for those that are just joining, we have actually got ourselves someone that wants to work for us. We've got 2 tractors, so he said it made sense for us to have both tractors going at the same time to you know, earn money. And yeah, I definitely can't be in 2 tractors at once. So that's not meant to be Ewan. What's happened here? Oh, I think I know. I've got the other mod installed. Sorry, you guys are going to have to wait and see. So I've got the player mod. I uninstalled it too, but restarted the game. So that just was a total downer. So yeah, basically I've got a mod that allows me to set the workers to look a certain way. But because I've got the other mod installed that allows the player's character to be the hired worker, which is great for cinematic shots and that sort of thing, it's overridden it. So yeah, so to fix it I would have to restart the entire game, and you guys probably don't want us to do that. But yeah, so what I can do is if I go into the advanced damage system, I can actually pull up the maintenance log for the vehicles, and it tells me everything that's been done, how much it's cost, and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's really good. So it's saying engine's good, transmission's good, brakes are optimal. So yeah, it's looking good. Yes, KK Great Vids, I know you like NASCAR. So yep, definitely. And Wasdale Timelapse, thanks. It's a lovely day here and a nice weather week ahead. Nice one. So let's jump down to the fast track. And we'll make a start on the other contracts. So yeah, because of not being able to use the P menu or the P on my keyboard for PC, whatever it is to bring up the shop on your controller, can't use that mod. So it looks like we've got some rain coming. If Ewan is still doing the cultivating, we might stop him, especially on that field. It's quite steep in the rain, so got to take the weight off, didn't I? So NASCAR lost a driver last night at the age of 41. Kyle Busch, most winning driver in all 3 series. Sorry to hear that, mate. Yeah, I remember watching Bathurst one year when Denny Helm died. Denny Helm was a New Zealand race driver. He actually raced in the Formula One circuit in the 60s. And he actually died of a heart attack in the car while he was racing. And yeah, that was a bit of a shock. All right, let's fill up that front tank. Now the team is only down to 1 full-time driver. Yeah. Kyle's family just said severe sickness. But yeah, he won last week looking perfectly okay. Right, let's Yeah, some things can happen quite quickly. If you still watch F1, who was that hooked a right, went through the metal barrier and somehow got out? Yeah, I haven't watched Formula One for years, to be honest. All of New Zealand sport is now broadcast on pay-per-view channel, and I refuse to pay per view. So, yeah, I don't watch it. I guess if I could probably find a live stream somewhere, but I haven't been bothered, to be honest. Still learning my way around these roads, man. Quite tricky. There we go. Yep, I do want to do right turn here. Go up past the manor house. Imagine having to pay someone to clean all those windows. Fair enough. It was like 2016 or 2020. I forgot the car caught fire. The car was in two pieces. Yeah, there's been some pretty horrendous crashes, but they do build them pretty strong, you know, where it counts. You're going to be focusing on contracts again this episode? Yes, I will be focusing on contracts. Because we're doing a start from scratch, contracts is the only way I can make money at the moment. I don't have a farm yet to be able to plan how I want to go. I've got to build up some money now so I can probably get that sheep farm and put some sheep on it. But yeah, we've got a few spray contracts to do, and we have the cultivating contract, which should help money-wise. We're on the last day, 2-day months, so we're on the last day of the month, and then we'll be into May. Now we have to go all the way up here, get to the field that we want to do. Don't think there's any quick way around this one. And I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those bales. I might have to XML them out. Right, let's make a start on this field. Hey the herd, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you are having a fantastic Friday. Oh, and our poll so far, split 50-50 at the moment on the horizontal stream, and the vertical stream is still 100% first person. About to go pick up and put down at FedEx. Well, it's an important job. You don't possibly realize how important it is, but give you an idea of how important your job is there, the herd. My daughter wanted the new Batman game that was released today, and we pre-ordered it to have it delivered here today, and it arrived today, and she's absolutely stoked that she can play it on the day it was released. And that's only because of, you know, you guys and the likes of FedEx, or in this case it was New Zealand Post, but you know, the same thing, packages, moving packages around, you know, doing your job, and you know, they got it here delivered in time, and you know, you've made a child extremely happy that they've got that game now. So it's an important job, mate, very important job. I've got training to work on an airplane this morning. Should be interesting. Much more money. Oh, working on an airplane, that would be awesome. Hope that goes well for you, mate. That would be an interesting job. There we go, we can see the fertilizer going on now. Makes it a bit more interesting for you guys. FedEx Air. I'm all in on FedEx as my career. Air is where I've always wanted to be. Oh, definitely. I can understand that. And it's an important part of FedEx, you know, to get the parcels, you know, delivered efficiently across country. So let's face it, driving them in trucks is just going to take too long sometimes. Yeah, I've been good, thanks, the herd. Loving this map. I was sort of getting to the stage where I was just starting to just do the streams because I was doing that to, just to keep people happy and, entertained. I felt like I was just going through the motions, but I'll be honest, this map from OxygenDavid has really ignited my passion in the game again. I think I'd possibly spent too long on Kinlake, but yeah, this map is just an absolutely brilliant map. It is stunning. It is visually looks fantastic, but it's not an easy map either. So there's steep hills and that sort of thing. So I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, and I've been looking out for your town building videos, but haven't seen anything pop up on my feed recently. I hope I haven't been missing them, but yeah. I don't know how you did it, but you made making a town entertaining. Yeah, passion for the game is important. I stopped playing for a while because it gets bad at times. My girl's called driving in straight lines instead of farming simulator. It is like that, isn't it? Sometimes, yeah. And I think when you're on the same map and you're just doing sort of like the same jobs, I think the castle restore one where I was building the castle in Kinlake, it just took so long to build that castle, and yeah, I'd built the windmill, I had done the fishing, done the onions, and yeah, it was just, yeah, I was just tired of it. I do enjoy onions, but yeah, I was just tired of it. And Wasdale time lapse, Amazon has just started a drone delivery trial here in the UK. I think it should be a great idea for New Zealand with all the remoteness and with roads being so busy over here. It would help congestion. Yeah, it would, especially around Auckland. Yeah, every now and then you need something different. Yep. Yep, and sometimes off stream I'll actually I'll play City Skylines too. I really should fire up the flight simulator again. I haven't done a flight for a long time, but yeah, that sort of takes time. So yeah, and Dale, would be easier for drivers. I used to work at Amazon. Awful job. Drivers in the USA are filming drivers all the time. My buddy sneezed once. He got a citation for distracted driving. Yeah. Almost got fired. How are you meant to not sneeze? In America, Amazon switched to electric vehicles. Yeah, I've heard Amazon is not a great place to work for. Apparently, you don't get toilet breaks. Drone delivery would help a ton in climate areas with tons of snow. It would. You just wouldn't be able to fly while it's snowing. All right, so that's that contract done. UPS, FedEx, regular delivery service in the US. Yep, New Zealand, it was New Zealand Couriers, was one of the first courier companies. New Zealand Post diversified into courier to survive because of the reduction in mail. And we've got a couple of other courier companies as well. FedEx would never. I mean, they wouldn't. But I'm not in love with the company. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, companies seem to think that they can make more money by not being nice to their workers, which, maybe if they tried being nicer to their workers might be actually more productive. The majority of Amazon deliveries are done by subcontract drivers, and they seem to get paid pretty well. Yeah, it's the workers in the dispatch areas that were complaining. UK is probably different because I've got probably a more robust employment law than I think the States is pretty much Wild West when it comes to employment law. Heard also DHL when they get the random invite to the party. XPO every 8th Sunday. A lot of people wish drone could do ice road truckers jobs, but can't. Yeah, ice road truckers or ice pilots. I used to watch a bit of the ice pilots. That was just white knuckle stuff. It really was. Where those guys were flying in and the conditions they were flying in. So there he is up there, working hard. Amazon in the USA is pretty much all independents. FedEx uses one independent company for drivers. It's so they can't get sued if they hit you. Quite possible. Quite possible. Yeah, so this is what fertilizer spraying is all about. Doing the pulse spraying, which if you are prone to epileptic seizures, probably isn't going to help that much. That's why I don't show it too often. But I like the liquid fertilizer because the spray is fairly intelligent, so when you're going over an area that you've already done, it won't actually add fertilizer again, so it'll actually shut those nozzles off. So I like that because I figure you're not using fertilizer where you've already used it, whereas if you're using a broadcast spreader, it just spreads it everywhere, even over where you've already been. It has its own challenges. Flying the trucks can go through ice and down a lake. Yeah, I've seen them drive on those the ice and the lakes. It's just pretty scary when it's getting thin, and you know, I know how heavy those trucks are. I used to drive them. And I definitely would like to have something solid under me and not just a thin bit of frozen water. Heard Amazon driving, though, is literally getting paid to be a good driver. The packages being delivered almost seems second to the iDrive cameras installed to criticize every mistake you make. Yeah. And heard you couldn't pay me enough to drive a nice truck. You're loaded up for us, though. Someone's got to do that job, mate. Wondered why they can't use hovercrafts in those ice road areas. Maybe it's due to weight limits. Yeah, probably is weight limits, and hovercrafts are actually really expensive to run. That's why they don't run them anymore on the channel. and you don't see them running anywhere else. Yeah, a documentary I saw was that they were just too expensive. And the herd give me a couple of weeks to get certified on ice. I'm working on the air certification today. Oh, well, there you go. You have to be a pilot to do the hovercraft. It's literally flying. So yeah, the air certification could come in handy for that. KK, great vids. You drove trucks? Used to love 18-wheelers and still do, but I'll have to show my toy model racetrack. Yeah, I used to drive trucks, but moved on. I'll be honest, I actually found it mind-numbingly boring. I like to be intellectually stimulated, and truck driving doesn't do a lot to help with that. I won't be a pilot. We're all still very safe. I was perfectly safe, mate. I'm here in New Zealand. It's going to take you a while to fly down here. Hey, Queensgate 1171. Am I familiar with a Cummins diesel? Yes, I do know of them. I haven't, to my knowledge, driven anything with a Cummins diesel. I'm just trying to think. I did get my bulldozer license when I was 18. That may have had a Cummins in it, but I think it was a Japanese bulldozer, so it probably had a Japanese engine in it. So yeah, so I don't think I've actually ever driven a Cummins, but all right, that's that done. So you can sort of see how it's not spraying at the moment. And now it started spraying again as it goes onto a part that hasn't been fertilized. Still haven't figured out how to send packages into the future or wherever you reside. Yeah, it helps to have a DeLorean apparently. Awesome, Queensgate. Lived only 30 miles from their main plants here in the US state of Indiana. Nice one. Yeah, I know they're a very popular motor in heavy equipment. Yeah, I think people like them for their longevity and robustness. Michigan is the home of automobiles, and then Queensgate, my uncle retired from there after 40 years. Nice. And KK, great bids, yeah. Detroit was, yeah, big area. I actually owned a car that was named after an area in Detroit, Fairmont. It was an upmarket Ford Falcon. It was a 1976 Ford Fairmont. Had a 351 cubic inch V8 in it, and the vinyl roof. I don't know if anyone here can remember vinyl roofs in the 70s. Made the car look like it was a convertible when it wasn't. Yep, and Heard, all right, thanks for letting me spew some rubbish in here. Always welcome to do that, Heard. Always welcome. Always great to have you, and thank you so much. FedEx time for me. Hope everyone has a great day. And yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Heard. You have a good day. Hope things go well with the airplane side of things. So yeah, you'll have to jump in and we can catch up on that side of things. But yeah, thank you and have a good day. Have a fantastic Friday. Caterpillar engines is what I know for equipment. Yeah, Caterpillar, but yeah, Cummins is yeah, quite a popular engine. KK Great Vehicles, you can't ask me. And Flash Gaming NZ, have a good day, Heard. Yeah, definitely. Right, we have finished that. So let's head down to our contract page. That's completed. So yeah, we're getting £18,000 for that cultivating job. So let's see what other. So we really need to make money. So I can't do any more cultivating jobs, but I could do some fertilizing or sowing. But I think fertilizing is a good way, a quick way to make money, definitely. I think that's what we will do. We'll do a few more fertilizing. The idea is just, you know, we hemorrhaged our bank balance buying that other tractor yesterday, so we definitely need to find a way of restoring our bank balance. Yeah, I know someone who has a 1953 truck. Yeah, yeah. I know someone that actually imported a Ford F100 from the States. Had the V8 on it and all that sort of thing. Yeah. Let's go and check where we need to be. Oh, looks like someone's already doing something on this field. So we need to go to field 20. I thought there was a tractor in here, but no, he's disappeared. That's that neighbour's contracting job mod. There's some weird things. Would be weird because you drive on the wrong side of the road for us, so unless he switched the direction of the steering wheel, it would be really weird. Yeah, we actually do have a few left hookers here. We call them left hookers, left-hand drive. They are allowed to be used on the road. Not as convenient as right-hand drive cars are. because you're sort of driving in the curb the whole time. But yeah, there are some over here, and they do get imported from the States. People in New Zealand, to a large extent, do like the American muscle cars, and there's been quite a few imported in. But they do sell the Ford Mustang here, converted over to right-hand drive. And there was, I think, also the Corvette is also sold here brand new in a right-hand drive variant. When I was traveling New Zealand, I saw quite a few 1940s cars. Seems there are companies there that rent them out. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, look at that reflection. But there are a lot of 1940s and 1950s, 60s cars floating around, definitely. I spoke to one of the drivers and they explained about how people looked after their cars due to the difficulty to get parts after the Second World War. Yeah, and at the time New Zealand was very much controlled, so cars were basically a luxury item for a lot of people, especially new cars. There was a stage where you could not buy a new car unless you had money in a bank overseas. The government had quite a lot of control over the physical policy, or fiscal policy, and it was actually... Okay, I just got to go and have a look at that. I reckon we've got daffodils. Daffodils have come up for spring. That is awesome. Sorry guys, I've just noticed that. That is... I'll bet they disappear for summer. And definitely winter time. That is neat. Sorry guys, just had to look at that. Yeah, so new cars were actually very hard to get, and so you really did look after what you had. And I like the Hellcat from Dodge and the Dodge Charger any year. Oh well, the good news is there's actually quite a few are imported into New Zealand, both the classic, 60s and 70s Dodges, and also brand new ones, or near new ones imported in from the US. So yeah, they're available as well. And yeah, sorry, I'm having trouble keeping up with the chat. It's great. Yeah, KK, great vids. Ford all the way for me, mate. Kiram Gaming, hello, welcome in, Kiram. Thank you for joining. And then Queensgate, that's interesting. I live in Bowling Green, Kentucky, now from Indiana, and that's where Corvettes are built now since the early... Yeah, 1980s. And Kiram hitting you up on both sides. Thank you, Kiram. You're absolutely awesome. Great stream too. I enjoyed it. And then Son of Ragnar, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. KK Great Vids, I've been to Kentucky. Yep, I have to say I have never been to Kentucky. I have had Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I haven't been to Kentucky. I haven't been to the US, to be honest. Hey, Kiram, hello, vertical chat, folks. Awesome, mate. And Pennsylvania. They have the Corvette Museum there. Yeah, Corvettes were, yeah, they're a nice car. They are a nice car. I actually drove one when I was younger. It was, I think it was in the car sales yard that I was working in. Some sank in a sinkhole a few years back at the museum. Yeah, that's painful. We actually had a museum town near where I was living at the time, or a city near where I was living. It was like a living history museum, village set up, and they had a lot of vintage cars sitting there and all that, and a lot of old wooden buildings. And unfortunately, one of them caught fire, and literally they lost probably 50, 60 vintage cars. That was quite depressing to see all those amazing vehicles as just burnt out shells. Yeah, it was Dale time lapse. Yes, definitely. I have had a varied career. Back in the 80s, yeah, work was pretty hard to get, so you just did what you did. After the crash in the 80s, I left school soon after that crash, and yeah, getting work was, you just did what you could find. So yeah, I've done orchard work. I've done truck driving. Did furniture removal for a little while, moving people across country from one town to another, all their furniture. Tried doing a photography business, and then got into IT. So yeah, that's pretty much a rundown. Even tried doing a bit of printing once. Actually, I think I remember seeing an article about that sinkhole. Didn't it collapse part of the building or something? What's that crazy dog doing there? Where did he come from? I haven't got a pet dog. Hey Serena Earth, good morning. It is Friday. It is a fantastic Friday. Well, it has been for me anyway. Of course, for me, Friday is nearly over. But yeah, as I quite often joke, the world didn't blow up. It's insane how thousands of dollars just sank like the Titanic. Yeah. Hey Queensgate, it's 4 a.m. in Kentucky. Oh, thank you for joining. Do appreciate it. I'll be honest, at 4 a.m. New Zealand time, I was still very much asleep. And Serena, 5 a.m. in Ohio. Well, thank you for joining us from Ohio. And yeah, I think that sinkhole happened around 2013. Yeah, that probably sounds about right. I just remember seeing a newspaper, or well, you know, probably an internet article about it. Oh, well, we're only doing fertilizer, so that guy that's walking on the footpath over there should be okay. Herbicide's probably a bit of a different thing, but fertilizer is probably fine. Always got to be careful with spray drift. KK Great Vids, 2013 was a good year for me. 2016 was horrible. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what 2013 was like for me. I wasn't playing Farm Sim, I know that. I didn't get in until the end of Farm Sim 17. So it was probably about 2018 I started with Farm Sim. Well, according to our poll, for those that have taken part in it, so far first person is still winning out over third person. But for those of you that aren't too sure, this is first person inside the cab, and this is third person outside the cab. So yeah, it still seems most people like to drive inside the cab. Clydesdale times lapse. Yeah, the Sinkhole Car Museum refers to the iconic event at the National Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky. In 2014, a massive 40-foot hole, 40-foot wide and 30-foot deep sinkhole opened beneath the museum. There we go. And KK Great Vids, 2018 lockdown year. No, it was actually 2020. 2020 was the lockdown year. Because I remember sort of probably about 2021, 22, I went down the rabbit hole of bullet journals, and I remember watching a YouTube video describing how to set up a bullet journal. That's my ADHD just sort of getting, focused on something and getting hyper focused on it. And I remember this person was going on about how they were making a bullet journal for 2020 and thinking that 2020 was going to be such a great year, for 2020 vision and all that sort of thing. And I was sort of thinking, yeah, you've got no idea what's going to hit you in 2020. Because, this is sort of like, we'd lived through it, and this was well and truly after the fact, and it was sort of like, yeah, you've got no idea what's coming. All right, let's top up with a bit more liquid fertilizer, then go and do the other contract. Definitely need to hang on, contract. Oh no, that's, yeah, hang on, that's that one. I was going to say, I thought I'd finished that fertilizing one, but yeah, that's but yeah, that one has finished. Means he's nearly finished the cultivating. Nice. It's costing me sort of a small fortune in wages, but it seems like he's doing a great job. I think it's worth it. That's the front tank sorted. Now let's turn the tractor around and get the back tanks filled up. And yeah, KK Great Vids. 2030. So yeah, Serena is too far back for my brain to go this early in the morning. Too far back for me anytime, Serena. Skydome swallowed 8 rare and priceless Corvettes. Yep. Yeah, that's a shame, eh? Wait, that's 2019. Yep, the start of it. I think I'm going to go and leave and head for bed for the night / morning. You do that. Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate it. Do you ever do any deadwood contracts? Yes. Yes, I did in the winter time. Did a whole heap of deadwood contracts. We even got a lightsaber to cut the trees down with. Couldn't resist. May the 4th and all that was released for that. Yeah, they're fairly easy money. Sometimes you can be left around wandering around the woods trying to find the trees, but yeah, fairly easy money. I usually just chop them down and claim the money. I don't bother taking them to the mill or anything like that. Don't get a lot of money for them, so yeah, it's usually just chop them down and then take the money and run. Alright, so I'll get this tractor started on the field here, and then we will look at putting up a few links for people. Is it not worth looking for? Okay, looks like he's finished, so that's good. I probably shouldn't be fertilizing in the rain. Is it not worth looking for deadwood contracts that are close to fields that you are working on instead of traveling twice? Yeah, that can be a good way to do it. I haven't actually thought about doing that. I did think about it doing, but then I thought, well, I didn't actually bring my chainsaw with me, so I know the chainsaw is always with me, but I'm trying to tell a story here. So yeah, that was one of the main reasons why I had brought the Nissen, was so I could drive around and do those contracts. So let's head back. Let's go up to the other tractor. No, looks like he's just finishing it off. Now, I'm actually going to be a bit sneaky, and we are going to drive across the stream here. Okay, let's claim these completed ones. So it should start making our bank balance looking a bit healthier, hopefully. And we'll see if Ewan wants to do that job. But with it being a bit wet, I think we'll leave it for now. And wait for the rain to stop. When's that rain due to stop? So yeah, probably about 12:30ish or something. It will speed up. So I have actually got a mod that makes the ground quite slippery when it's wet. and you can end up rightio. Stopped raining. I think we can kick him off. All right. We'll jump back to the fast track. And let's have a look here. Let's get this one started. I'll just put Kiram up. Great YouTuber, definitely worth checking out his channel. So close to getting 1,000 subs, so if you haven't subbed to his channel, please consider doing that. Great guy, great friend of the channel. And the Herd, who we had in here earlier, another great YouTuber. Has done quite a few story series, role plays. Very entertaining, and yeah, definitely worth checking out his channel as well. And KK Great Vids. Another great channel to check out. And someone that was in fairly early, Marcus the Sim Farmer, just started a channel up. So it would be great to just go over there and give him a bit of encouragement as well. I'm glad that track just stopped. That could have been a bit embarrassing. If I'd fallen into the river. There's our tractor museum. Haven't actually seen it this side of the river. Now, if there's any channels I have forgotten to put in the chat, it's not personal, it's just, yeah, I do forget. So if you have got a channel that you would like to be put in the chat, let me know, and I'll be happy to put your channel in the chat. Especially if your channel is simulation based, farm sim or something like that, sim. Beautiful map. You wouldn't know that's the map edge there. That's that just keeps on going. Oh yeah, just a reminder everyone, if you haven't hit that like button yet, if you could, that'd be fantastic. And while you're on the like button there, just nudge over a little bit and hit that subscription button if you haven't already subscribed. If you do the like and the subscribe and all that, YouTube figures out people might like this channel and will put it out onto other people's feeds and give them the opportunity to discover it as well. So yeah, really does help the channel and helps people find the channel. And there's the train. Like I say, if you've never looked up the Deltic engine, it's a fascinating engine. Definitely worth checking out. I'm sure there's even some YouTube videos. Well, this is coming up to nearly service time. Every 5 hours you have to give the tractor a service. So, yeah, 4.2 hours. I know the contract's finished, but I like to finish it off anyway. And you can sort of see how it stops spraying over the parts that you've already done. See how we only got that little bit on that boom there that's doing it. Yeah. That's why I like the liquid fertilizer. Well, we've got the fertilizing equipment on. We should probably do a few more. It's not too far away. Definitely helps getting up early. Yep, I did fold it. wonder if we're too tall for that bridge. But we went through it okay before. Kobe Anarchy, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you are having a fantastic Friday. Kobe Anarchy, my birthday today, 36. Ooh, it's been a long time since I was 36. Make the most of it, mate. Make the most of it. Yeah, thanks for that, Serena. I'm just at that stage now where whenever a birthday comes up for me, it's just like, oh, great, another year older. Right. Like there's a proper pathway there. I could just cut across the grass, but let's use the proper pathway. More than 10 years ago? Yeah, more than 10 years ago. Definitely for me. Kobe Attica, you make me feel like a baby still. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, mate, but yeah, 36, yeah, it's a good time. It's a good age. You're sort of old enough to have a few brains, but young enough to still be able to, yeah, run and do all the exercises that you want to do. Yeah, hold till you're past 45. Yeah. You know, that definitely makes me officially old then. Kobe Anarchy. I do astrophysics, so I'm deformed, not dumb. Like it, mate. We get used to it here, mate. We get used to it here. Phone's always changing what I'm trying to put down too. So, like, that's not what I'm trying to say. Serena Earth, well, sorry to go, but it's off to work for me. It was nice chatting with you all. It was nice to have you here, Serena. Thank you for joining. Do appreciate it. Yeah, for having us share your morning. And you have a good day at work. Have a fantastic Friday. As we say over here, Friday Pie Day. And yeah, Kobe Anarchy, autocorrect is annoying sometimes. It is, mate, it is. And yeah, just a reminder, people, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, helps the channel. Yeah, Kobe Anarchy. So I have done a start from scratch series on the new OxygenDavid map, Witcombe Park. Absolutely stunning map, as you can see. And I started off with minus £221 because a payment went out just as I started the series. Actually started the series with about £5, but a payment for a electric scooter that I purchased went out just as I started the series. So officially I started it with minus 221. So I've been doing contracts to get to the stage where we are now. So I was borrowing the equipment, but now I've actually purchased my own equipment for a lot of the contracts, and I have now purchased 2 tractors. We've got this JCB and we've got a Class Xerion, a 1990s model. So yeah, it's not the $400,000 Xerion. It was about $50,000 or pounds, as we are in the UK. And yeah, basically I am just doing contracts, working towards getting a farm, thinking about getting a sheep farm, and making use of a new wool mod that has been released, where basically the sheep are shorn twice a year, and so you get all your wool, all the wool that would normally be done for the whole during the year, basically comes in 2 groups. So looking forward to trying that. It's going to be one of those things for sheep, not just feeding them, keeping them happy most of the time, and then suddenly you're dumped with a whole lot of wool. Well, the scooter was actually about, that was a repayment that went out. The scooter was actually about $1,200. Very good mod, electric scooter mod. Perfect for a start from scratch. Kentucky has a lot of sinkholes. Yeah, does Kentucky have a few cave systems or anything like that? Let's go finish off this little strip up here. And while I think about it, I should make sure I have something to eat and something to drink. And yeah, Kobe, always start on barley. Yep. And Lauren and David Heyman, hello, welcome in. 67 again. You like that number? Kentucky has a lot of caves. Right, yeah, that might explain some of the sinkholes, I guess. The town I grew up in was a mining town. We had a lot of sinkholes too for the where the old mines used to be. Yeah, Kobe, pigs are great for fertilizer. They are. They do generate a lot of fertilizer. Yeah, nothing really close. See, let's have a look here. Oh yeah, that one down, just close to our yard, to be honest. So yeah, I've got someone working on doing a cultivating contract in our second tractor. Story is he's a retired farmer, just after a little bit of extra cash for his retirement. Familiar with, tractors and that sort of thing. So yeah, just hiring him casually as we need someone. Doesn't want to be doing lots of little contracts, wants to do the big contracts. Finds climbing in and out of the tractors all the time to be a bit painful, but happy to sit in a tractor all day. So that's what we've got him doing. And yeah, considering we started off with about just over £10,000 and we're now at 50,000, it's been a very successful day. Lived in Tamworth when I was little. You know where that is? I have seen Tamworth. I just can't. Just trying to place it on the map. Is it a guess here? Say somewhere in New South Wales. Hope I'm right there. Could be completely wrong though. Sometimes I am. You're on a farm there? Ah, awesome. Yeah, I have never lived on a farm. I did for a little while live in a caravan on an orchard, but that doesn't really count. I was wrong. Okay, there we go. Well, now you know that I didn't cheat and look it up on Copilot. Oh, I was miles away. It's just, to be honest, Tamworth is a very Australian sounding place name. Probably got something to do with the original Tamworth in the UK, I guess. But yeah. Midlands, yep, Birmingham. Yes, I'm familiar with the Birmingham, Manchester area. I follow a guy on YouTube called Martin Zero, and he does a lot of videos about. He actually did a series about the river that went through Manchester and followed it through, and it was interesting seeing how they'd built. Oh, I forgot to do my drink thing. Yeah, it was interesting to see how the city had put the river under a culvert in a lot of places and built over the top of it. So I'm just eating because at the moment I'm not doing very well. So yeah, I might have a little bit of a rest as well. Alright, so that's all a bit better. Yeah, amazing industrial archaeology in the Midlands there, you know, Manchester and Birmingham. Some amazing musicians came out of that area as well. Ah, Lake District. Yeah, born in the Lake District. Yes, I will have to look it up, but yeah, I know it is an incredibly stunning part of the country. Mr. Sealy P, someone who I watch a lot, great YouTuber, does farm sim videos based on consoles. So if you're a console player and you want to watch someone play farm sim on a console, he's the one to watch. He's always going to the Lake District for a weekend away or something like that. So in case anyone's wondering, just what we're looking at over there is the used equipment yard mod, been released by OxygenDavid. Absolutely fantastic mod. It generates those tractors, and you can actually go and buy them. In fact, I'm going to go and have a look at that Vultra. I quite like the Vultras. And FS Farmer, hello, welcome in. Can't stop, but left a like for you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope your Friday is starting well. So let's have a look at this one. Let's look at the specs. It's the 210 model. So 119. So I'm a little ways off before I can afford that. 23 hours. Yeah, I think I'm more after the bigger one, I think. I'm thinking of maybe getting a bigger JCB if one comes up. Yeah, I wonder how much the AgroStar is. I did contemplate getting one of these. Okay, 20,000. For 143 horsepower. Yeah, I'm definitely tempted to get this one though. But yeah, that mod is really good. Like the fencing is and the flags are not part of the mod, but the ground plan and all that, you basically create an area much like you do with the pastures, and you just designate this is where I want you to generate the equipment. And you can sort of choose what equipment gets generated, whether it's just all tractors or whether you have tractors and equipment, maximum price and that sort of thing. So yeah, definitely a fantastic mod to check out. Hey, James Perry, welcome in. Yeah, Kobe Anarchy, I'm head out. Stay safe. Thank you. You have a fantastic Friday. And thank you for jumping in. Appreciate it. Mr. Sealy P is also at FS 26. Yes. Yes, he's done he started to do a series on that as well. I have to say, I haven't really got excited about the mobile game side of things. I have got a couple of the FS mobile games on my phone, but honestly, I don't play them. Yes, I am thinking about getting that mower because mowing contracts will come up. All right. Oh, another one that's just down the road from us. There we go. Actually, that Vulture would probably be a good tractor to do the weeding with. This one's a bit small for the weeder. Yeah, you gotta love the traffic. Yeah, so because the story is I'm a Kiwi on his his OE, overseas experience, I can't actually buy farmland, so I have to lease whatever farm that I will get, and yeah, so that's how we're playing this one. We're leasing the farmland. So we've leased that yard that we're in at the moment for contracting. I'm thinking if we go sheep, except for the time of the year when the wool is being cut, yeah. And sorry, Wadsdale time lapse. Yeah. Only half as beautiful as New Zealand. I don't know. I would have to have a look at the Lake District. I know there's some amazing scenery in that area. To say, if the real countryside looks like this map, it must be a stunning area to live in. So yeah, I have got the mod that was released that if you leave your equipment outside, it does get damaged and gets dirty as well, which yeah, I actually quite like that, because it was getting to the stage where you were running out of storage space, and it didn't really matter because, you know, nothing happened to the equipment anyway if it was left outside. But now there's consequences if you leave your equipment outside. And I quite enjoy that kind of gameplay. Okay, and our poll, third person has nudged ahead on our horizontal stream, and first person is still the favorite on our vertical stream. So yeah, just thought I'd do a little poll to see which way people prefer driving, whether first person in the cab here or third person outside like this. I have to say, reversing is definitely a lot easier out in this view, but I do personally prefer the first person view, as you guys have probably noticed. No, looks like the traffic jam has finally cleared. I wonder if we've got any more contracts that we could look at doing. Has he stopped? Oh, he's finished. But I haven't. Okay. thought I'd finish this one, but yeah, I have now. Right, let's jump up to that one. So this is the class Xerion that we got, the older version, 300 horsepower. 300 horsepower for, yeah, 50,000 pound is a really good value. Yeah, and look at that view. Isn't that just an incredible view? The windmill down there, church spire in the distance. Yeah, fantastic map. So I am contemplating putting some vineyards in this area here. I reckon that'd be a good thing to put next to a manor house, I reckon. I've definitely made a bit of money with the contracts, so that was good. Have ourselves a nice healthy bank balance, but a feeling I'm going to spend it all again. But what's good is we actually have a $200,000 revolving credit facility set up with the bank. So far I haven't drawn any money from it, but it is available there if we need to. So if I have a major tractor breakdown or something worthwhile comes up in the used market, then I can seriously consider getting it even if I don't have enough cash. So there is some absolutely fantastic mods available for PC, unfortunately, but it'd be fantastic to see a lot of these mods being incorporated into the next game as base game. Even like I've got a mod that if you run into something with a tractor, you get a little bit of damage. Yeah, it comes down to just consequences, and that's what I do like in the gameplay. If you leave your equipment out, it gets a little bit of damage. If you hit something, you know, run into a tree or a fence or something like that, you get damage. Yeah, Queensgate. I've got an AMD 9070 XT, 16 gig of VRAM. So yeah, it does reasonably well. So we did give this a full service just after we brought it secondhand. So it is actually going to be probably good for another few hours. So and this is a fantastic cultivator available on Mod Hub. It's 6 meters and is fairly low horsepower as well. I think it's about 130 horsepower. So you don't need a huge tractor for a 6 meter cultivator. Although, seeing I was on the hills, I did actually run the class 300 horsepower. Just to reduce the wear and tear on the tractors. Yeah, Queensgate, using an Asus gaming laptop with an NVIDIA 1050, which is pretty good, but not excellent. Yeah, gaming laptops can be a bit limited, to be honest. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what the Steam console comes up with. Steam are working on a console-like device that can be used as a Linux PC. And what's good is you can run the Windows games on it without without the annoying thing of not being able to run script mods. So yeah, it sounds like something that's going to be really good. It means you could have something for the price of a console with, you know, a reasonably good graphics card and that sort of thing, without the hassle of not being able to run script mods. Did I turn off VSync? No, I do have VSync on. My monitor only does 60 frames per second. Yeah, so let's select that. And let's collect that. Let's have a look at what we've done today. Finances, here we go. Yeah, so still minus 5, and I'm going to make that even worse. But we made 86,000 this month in contract, which is good. Yeah, funnily enough, I thought we would have been in the black. Oh no, here we go. New vehicles, 86,000. We spent 86,000 on new vehicles. And we're actually going to go and spend some more money. But I have a plan for that mower. That mower is a special mower. So while it's available at the used market, I'll snap it up before someone else does. But I will try and beat them down in price. So you're in the used market here and you just wander up, hit the R key, and that'll tell you what it is and how much and that sort of thing. Hey, Davy's Farming, hello, welcome in. You turn yours off, told you get better frame rates. Yeah, you can get better frame rates. But yeah, my monitor only does 60 frames, so it's sort of like, and if I've got a frame rate that's more, it's just being wasted and it's just making the card work too hard. So I'd actually throttle the card just to reduce the load on the card, so it's not generating frames that I'm not seeing. But yeah, if you've got a high hertz monitor, 120 hertz or something like that, definitely worthwhile. Makes it a bit smoother. So we get 3 bids a day. So I'm going to go down to make an offer for 15% off. He's rejected that. But he did accept 10%, so that was great. So we've still got 20,000 left in the bank after that, and we've actually purchased quite a few things. So this mower is one that you can actually put the front mower on the back and have them all linked together. It was a mod that came out just recently, and I've been looking around for something like that. Basically for this tractor, because this tractor has a neat little prick up its sleeve. Where is it? highlight tractor. Here we go. No, that's steering mode. Control Y. Wheel steering. What was it? Left shift B. Here we go. Looks like I got hooked up the wrong way. But yeah, if you have those hooked up, you can have the 3 mowers all linked up together. So that's what I've got a plan for mowing. But it does help if you hook the mowers up the right way. But anyway, we've got that mower, so I'm happy about that. Hopefully my shed's big enough, or I might have to leave it outside. Might have to clean the yard up so I can put another shed in the back of the yard. Because I'm running out of space in the they're gonna be, oh, that's just, but I'm definitely running out of space in here. They're gonna fit? Oh, only just. Now I know sometimes OxygenDavid allows you to remove the junk that's around the yard, but I can't find any trigger to do that on this yard, so I don't know if it can be done or not. There is a mod that you can use to hide stuff, so I may have to use that just to I want to remove the old trailer at the back and the caravan. So I reckon down here is a bit of wasted space that we could definitely put in some sort of shelter. But we just need to get rid of this thing here. Can't do it in the build mode. If we go into build mode and highlight them. Oh yeah, JCB Fast Track needs some maintenance done on it. So yeah, if I go into build mode, and even if I go into demolition mode, can I remove it? No, can't remove them even in demolition mode. So I may have to use the hide it mod. Remove the sheds. But I can't remove the items. But yeah, that's okay. And we'll escape out of that, and we see we've got the service light coming up on the screen there, so telling me that we need to have it serviced. So I think that's what we will do. We'll back this in here. Okay, let's repair these. And go into there and repair that. Let's do an inspection. Do a full defectoscopy. So that's looking good. Nothing broken. I'll do the maintenance. OEM. Repair any faults that they may find. Yep. And then that will take some time to do. Oh, I should give this a wash while I think about it. Yeah, it is starting to get dark. Great little mod, this one. Love the little 4-stroke engine on it. Fantastic for this, where, you know, you sort of got it sitting right underneath the water tower, but may not have any electrical connection. So, yeah, it's great for that. Being petrol powered, you don't need electricity to run it. This is a great little mod for that. It is available on, I think it's available on King Mods. And it's a nice right-hand drive vehicle for the English maps. And there's also a Range Rover available, 1970s model Range Rover. And I've also found a Land Rover. Now I believe that there is a Land Rover coming very shortly as well. Now I know this is going to get damage being left out, but I'm leaving it out anyway. Right, well, I think it has been a hugely successful day, although my bank balance may not agree. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. We've done a lot of contracts, made some money. Got a new worker, so and he's done a fantastic job. And I actually have a mower, the expensive part of the mower setup. So even if the front mower I have to buy new, it's still going to be a lot less than it would be if I was buying the complete setup new. So I'm happy to get that. But yeah, hey, thank you everyone for joining. Yeah, sorry, been where are we? Yeah, Davy's Farming. Hi, Kiwi, and Davy's Farming. To answer your question, how I drive in cab sometimes and out of the cab. Hope it answers your question. Yep, that does, mate. Thank you. Kiwi Gaming, how's it going? Great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. And yeah, Queen's Gate. I drowned a rooster with one of those in FS17 or FS15. Well done, mate. But yeah, hey, thank you, everyone. I will actually just close the polls off now so you guys can have a quick look at the results of the polls for your respective chats. So there we go. For the horizontal, it was 55% first person and 45% third person view. 11 votes. And in the vertical chat, 75% first person, 25% third person. So fairly similar results, to be honest. And that's with 12 votes. So yeah, interesting statistics there. But thank you everyone for joining. Do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. It's not too late. And if you have enjoyed it and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Please do. You get to see more of these. And if you think of anyone that might enjoy watching this video, feel free to share that with them as well. So until next time, which will be next Wednesday, I will be doing possibly a couple of streams on the weekend, multiplayer streams. So you are welcome to come in and join in with those. They will be cross-play, so you can join in even if you are on console. So we'll be doing those on Saturday and Sunday, but yeah, we won't be back on this map until Wednesday night, my time, Wednesday morning for everyone else, I guess. But yeah, hey, thank you for joining. Have a great day, great afternoon, or great evening, wherever you are in the world and whatever time you're watching this. And until next time, bye.